Have a blast!
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Don't blink!
Retribution!
Don't blink! Nowhere to hide. Incoming! Let the show begin! Let the show begin! Incoming!
Time for retribution!
Don't blink! Ad Astra Abyssal.
Error.
Mondstadt welcomes you.
Retribution!
Speed of light! Starfall! Starfall! Let's dance! Nowhere to hide. Speed of light. Good. At the ready. Just what will we come across this time? Don't blink! I'll protect... Cut to the chase! Speed of light! Hey! Speed of light! Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Body and mind. Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword.
Oh, so sorry.
Rain cutter. Know my sword. denied. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. Born of ice and frost. Next on the agenda. For Rex Lapis!
So, are you buying or not?
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
You're just...
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler? It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
Oh, Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
We don't even know how long we've been working. We feel guilty for taking even a short breather like we are now.
Looks like you got a serious emergency on your hands.
Speaking of Joyun Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Of course! We've been there lots of times.
That's good news. Could you go to Joyun Karst and find Miss Ganyu for us? Preferably before we collapse under this workload. We're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mount Aozang? We should hurry up. Paimon hopes we can find her there. person standing over there. That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here you are!
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore?
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be. When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave. My Adepti blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishe. Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well. I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Juyun Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry. We just...
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year. Yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall—
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch.
Wow!
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite.
Be that so, but returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your— One cannot help but feel that remaining in Juyun Karst, one will tell you more about her, if you should permit. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Juyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. one noticed her loneliness and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up anyways. What's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has ordered she should be in the southern part of Mount Aozang right now.
Huh, is that so? Let's go take a look then.
This trial will test her spirit. Even so,
Why did you come here? Is that so? You really are interested in the ways of... This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Why did you come here?
Yeah!
This trial was prepared. The training is much to... No, I'm aware of your... If you're... Access denied.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. A really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once you...
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only...
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential.
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
Huh. So it's Shao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming. He's already waiting for me. Come along if you're interested.
Of course we are! Let's go!
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human, always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of... Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should...
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed!
No touching! Access denied. All hail! Access denied. Born of ice and frost. I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Understood.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the Adepti! Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain? Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adept.
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. Although you sound a bit half-hearted. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people?
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk? You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
It's not his behavior. The things he said. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel... But being questioned by him made me realize that I... But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
It's true! Just believe it!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, if I'm proven right, I'll return to...
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now!
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the...
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind... Let's go for a walk in the...
Happy to come with. Let the show begin!
The sound of the waves in this familiar port. The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be...
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karsten.
Why, isn't it little Miss Ganyu? I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here.
This old man called her Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tian. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tian is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards. In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old...
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Oh, little Miss Ganyu.
Uncle Tian, a person of your standing should really stop calling me Little Miss Ganyu.
Oh, my apologies. It's not intentional, just a child. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades.
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qixing's secretary.
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu?
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the Qixing's problems.
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
Liyue Harbor is so lively.
What should I try this time?
Please be mindful of your personal...
Miss Ganyu, it's been... I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of...
Indeed, it has been a while, Huixin. I'm flattered, but aren't you I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he? Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yua High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered there are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of 2 stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way, then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares. In that case...
I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is...
Yes, you're right.
You can't beat the atmosphere here at Lila.
Aha! We meet again, traveler. And you must be... I suppose you're about to place a big order. I'd be...
That won't be necessary, Mr. Bolai. Wanyo Boutique's credit is not sufficient to accept orders directly from Yuahai Pavilion. Should we need to place such an order, we would certainly go to Second Life instead.
What? Second Life? Ugh. That rascal Dongsheng. He's stealing all of my...
Well, Second Life's credit has always been excellent, and based on their tax records, their business is thriving.
Tax records?
Huh. Is there anything you'd like to share with us, Mr.
Don't let that rascal fool you. I know his dirty tricks best. If you don't believe me, show me his tax records. I'm sure I'll...
You know Second Life's business so well?
Of course. Ugh, their every transaction makes my... I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look over this tax record. We'll review Second Life's credit based on your observations.
Oh, of course. I'll read line by line and word by word. Ah, here, I found it. That exquisite wooden furniture set he bought from Fanmu Carpenters at the beginning of the year. Ugh, look at the tax record. Not a word about that furniture. And he kept all the profit for himself.
I see. He must have gotten rid of all the documents related to this transaction. No wonder there was no trace of it.
I told you so. Just as I expected.
But, Ms. Ganyu, despite all this, can't he just flat out deny ever
He might have destroyed all the evidence, but I believe the supplier, Fanmu Carpenters, might still have...
Aha! You're right! Master Lu from Fanmu Carpenters must still have the invoice.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenters. It should be near Ching's. Thank you for shining a light on this case, Mr. Balai.
Oh, please, that's nothing. I just hope you won't be lenient with him once you find the evidence.
I'm afraid I can't go to Chingsa.
It's all right, Weishin. You can stay in Liyue Harbor and finish your work.
Ah, that's so considerate of you.
Ah, welcome, welcome. How can an old carpenter like me help? I'm usually happy to take new apprentices, but I'm afraid I can't take too many at once. But I'm...
Kingsa really is full of lonely old people.
Hey, I heard that, Flying One.
Paimon's sorry.
Master Lu, we've just come to see you and ask you some questions.
Don't worry, I know. Why would the Qixing care about an old man like me? Well, whatever.
You're very direct, Master Lu. I will be plain. We're looking for proof that Dongsheng from Second Life has been evading taxation. Dongsheng bought some furniture from you at the beginning of the year. Do you still have the invoice or any other
Oh, it's about Second Life. It was a big order.
Sure enough, Mr. Balai was right. Could we perhaps borrow that invoice? We won't have any evidence to bring against Dongsheng.
Of course you can. But...
what's that supposed
I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and such, I keep them all in a warehouse. But some troublemakers have recently moved there, invading my warehouse. Since you need that invoice anyway, it may be best to get it from the warehouse yourself.
So that's what happened. I see.
I'll leave you to it then. I need to get back...
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice. Time for us to show our stuff in a fight.
Wait, I think I saw one of those troublemakers.
Oh, Paimon sees them too. It's one of the Fatui.
They must be plotting something against Liyue.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's warehouse.
Ever since Osial attacked the harbor, the Fatui's reputation in Liyue has reached... We won't cause a serious diplomatic crisis by getting into some small scuffle with the Fatui. Besides, I can already feel their malicious intention. My intuition as the secretary of the...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go teach him a...
Frozen. Crisp, don't get frostbite. You're not going anywhere. What kind of splatter?
Cut to the chase.
It's time for a flash freeze!
Kiss?
No problem.
I think you've had enough. About time you tell us your plan.
Plan? What plan?
We just taught you a lesson, but clearly you weren't paying attention. If you don't spill whatever you're scheming against Liyue, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth. There's no scheme.
If you're telling the truth, then why would you, a member of the Fatui, suddenly...
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well...
About to...
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a silly excuse.
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this area. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people.
Judging by how he's looking at us, it does seem like he feels...
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse?
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to...
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I also feel... I misjudged the situation and offended you. My apologies. Our exchange only represents my personal views. If you wish it so...
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this...
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solid...
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too...
No worries. It's always nice to teach the Fatui.
Let's keep moving towards Master Lu's warehouse. Our...
troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got.
Restore some shadow. Speed Speed of light. With swords from shadow. Let's dance!
dining tables and chairs. That's not it. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin!
Ms. Ganyu, you're back. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
I promise to help you and I'll keep my word. Nothing to worry about. Look, it's the invoice for the transaction between Second Life and Fanmu Carpenters.
Thank you so much. Now we can solve this problem.
Agreed. How about we go to Second Life and